didn't. Good. I'm glad we did that.
So what's next? The essay, okay?
What?
Sure. Do you want to just that then?
I don't remember it.
You just said?
YMCA.
No. There was another song.
Church of Life.
No. A couple of years after Macarena. It was Spanish actually. They did like.
Oh, the.
Yes, it is.
Yes, the ketchup song.
Yes. Yes. But supposedly he was talking about Satan, so maybe Tim would remember it, but
Well, Tim likes Satan? I don't remember.
Okay.
The wine has a devil in it.
no what?
The wine has a devil in it.
That's true. Because it says from the devil's locker. That is not shitty wine though.
Isn't it?
No.
Okay, good. It was literally like 5 something at St.
You
Bruce.
probably have the shittiest version of their probably.
Okay.
Was it the Devil's Locker? Where was the devil? Diablo. They're called Diablos, the little turny things. In circus, they're called Diablos.
El Diablo.
Okay.
El Diablo. In America, they call it Schmaltz.
Of course you are.
No!
Maurice.
Once upon a time, there was a rich man who had 4 wives. The first wife was extremely beautiful, and he looked after her, and he took her everywhere with him, and proudly displayed her to everyone he met. Whatever she asked for, he brought her. Jewels, fine silk, rare delicacies. He always bathed with her, and would humbly wash her from head to foot.
Say who?
Eventually, she became extremely vain and conceited, and started ordering her husband about. The second wife had been acquired after a lot of struggle, and he had worked hard, negotiating, and fought to gain his bride. But the marriage had been consolidated, his position in the community. He loved her very much, and was pleased with his second marriage, since it brought him a sense of security. Although he felt less real love towards this new wife, since he had been forced to work so hard to gain her, he swore he would do anything for her. He told her that he would be willing to become a cheat, a murderer, or whatever was necessary to ensure that she stayed with him. His third wife was not particularly important to him. He felt mild attraction towards her, since when he had first married her, she had been young and attractive. She had accompanied him on frequent travels, mainly so he could continue to enjoy a sexual relationship when away from his home. But as time went on, he started to see her weaknesses and faults. He remembered that in the beginning it had been different, and this led to shouting and quarrels. He called her stupid, insensitive, ill-educated, and idiotic. They nearly divorced, but when she suddenly presented her husband with a baby, he decided to continue the marriage. The fourth wife was treated like a servant. The husband ordered her about, beat her, and never gave her any type of gift or praise, not even kind words. The poor woman was in great despair, since her husband loved her so little. Eventually, she became weak and depressed, constantly worrying about her behaviour, and desperately trying to please her husband. She scuffled around the house, flinching in fear of yet another harsh word or blow. One day, the government asked the man to undertake a long journey beyond the frontier of the empire. Since he was now quite old, he didn't want to travel on his own, and he decided to ask one of his wives to accompany him. He loved the first wife the most, so he went to her with his request. When he asked her to come on the journey, she just looked at him coldly and replied, "No, never, never, never." With those words, she turned her back on him. The husband was angry, but nothing would move her. So he went to the second wife and made the same request. Her expression didn't alter as she continued brushing her hair and responded with one single word, "No." He was shocked by her heartlessness and decided to approach the third wife. She was the one who organised the day-to-day running of the household and looked after him when he was ill. So he felt that she would be well qualified to take care of him on this long and arduous journey. When he asked her to accompany him, she burst into tears, saying, "I really want to go with you, but I must stay and look after the baby. Also, I'm scared of going somewhere so unfamiliar. In fact, I'm terrified. I'll go with you to the border, but after that, please forgive me, I can't go any further." He agreed to this and went off to search for his fourth wife. Since he had not treated her at all well, he was rather doubtful of her reply. But she said her job was to stay by the side of her husband, and stated that she was ready to go with him anywhere with him, even into hell itself. The man was both surprised and touched by her willingness to accompany him. The day of the departure arrived. The first wife stayed in bed, refusing to speak or even to alter the coldness of her expression. The second wife reacted in the same way, saying nothing, not even wishing him goodbye. The third wife was busy organising all the details of their journey. She kept her word and travelled as far as the frontier. When they arrived there, she wept, kissed her husband, and returned home. The man travelled on into the strange foreign country, accompanied by his fourth wife. The first wife is the body. The second is possessions. The third is your spouse or relationship with people. And the fourth is your real self. The frontier is death. Your body and possessions will not travel with you. Your husband or wife can go as far as only the border. The only one that stays with you is the one you have badly abused. Yourself.